welcome back. As promised, today is my Tarte Rainforest After Dark 5 looks in 5 days video. So just to kind of give you a little idea of what to expect, I'm going to show you 5 different looks that use nothing but the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette for the eye looks. For each of these looks, I also did use the blush as my blush, the highlight as my highlight, and the bronzer as my bronzer and contour, although I did use those particular colors as eyeshadows sometimes too. But in each look that you see, that will be part of the finished product. And so without further ado, I will turn you over to the looks and I will tell you how to do each of them as well, and I will see you at the end of the video. For this first look, I am taking a contour brush from Real Techniques and I'm going into Bare to Explore, and I'm going to use that as my transition color. I find that this brush, because it's a little bit more dense, puts down more of this color so you get a better wash with it. Just blend, blend, blend. Now I'm going to go into Plum Away with Me with a Real Techniques blending brush, and I'm going to put that in my outer V and into my crease. And again, just blend, 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 blend. I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush. This one is from Coastal Scents, and I'm going into the blush color, actually Unleashed, and putting that all over my lid. I'm using a tapping motion instead of a sweeping motion. Now I'm going into Champagne for my brow and inner corner highlight, and that is a Kat Von D blending brush. And then back into Plum Away with Me with a pencil brush for under the eyes. Just sweeping that across and then up into that outer V. And here is the finished look for Pretty in Pink. For the second look, I'm also going to start with Bare to Explore and that same contour brush from Real Techniques for the transition color. Then I'm going to take that flat brush in Up to No Gold, that's that Coastal Scents flat eyeshadow brush again, and patting that all over the center of my lid. Then I'm going to go into Plum Away with Me with that Real Techniques fluffy blending brush for the outer V and the crease, and I'm actually going to take this out just a little bit further into almost a cat eye type of look with that darker plum shadow. I'm going to take a Too Faced flat brush into Make a Mauve for the inner corner, and then I'm going to also brush that into the inner third underneath my eye. And I'm going to take that flat brush again and just add a little bit more of Up to No Gold. I'm going to take my pencil brush into Plum Away with Me underneath the outer 2/3 of my lower lash line. And just kind of blend everything out just a little bit, and there's all that glitters. For this third look, I went for something a little bit more dramatic. I've used Scotch tape on the outer corner of my eye up to my eyebrow for a crisp line, and in Bare to Explore with that contour brush. Now into Plum Away with Me, and I'm going to pat this with that flat Coastal Scents eyeshadow brush on the inner portion of my eye and then slightly onto the outer V, but leaving room for an actual outer V color, which will be Don't Turn a Brown, and I'm using that Real Techniques fluffy blending brush, and this is going right along the tape on that outer V and then into my crease just to really deepen that crease up. These darker colors really require a lot of blending. Now into Up to No Gold with the Kat Von D fluffy blending brush for the inner corner and slightly under the eye, and then into Champagne with that same brush for my brow bone. I'm just going to blend that out just a little bit more, remove the tape. You have a nice crisp line there, and then I'm going to go into Don't Turn a Brown and smudge that with a pencil brush underneath my eye into that gold and then up into that line. And there you have it, a dramatic date night look. And then I've also added in some Fake It false lashes from Jordan Liberty. For look number 4, I went for a more everyday look, and I'm going into the bronzer Park Avenue Princess for the transition color. This is an everyday look, but it's not a completely natural look. It's more of an everyday glow. So I'm just going to blend that out with my Real Techniques blending brush. I'm going to take that same blending brush and go into Don't Turn a Brown for the outer V and blend that into my crease to deepen that up a little bit and kind of fan that out at the outer corners as well. It just works better for my eye shape because I have hooded eyes to fan it out a little bit. If you don't have hooded eyes, you can skip that step. I'm going in with that Coastal Scents flat brush, and I am using that tapping technique again in Champagne, which is the highlight color of this palette, all over my lid and the inner corner and the lower inner third of my lower lash line. Really had to go into this color a couple of times to get it as glowy as I wanted it to be. Now I'm going into Bare to Explore with the Kat Von D blending brush and using that as my brow highlight because I didn't want it to be very sparkly up at the top. And then into Don't Turn a Brown again with a pencil brush with a very light hand for the outer 2/3 of my lower lash line, and then just kind of defining that outer line and the crease just slightly with that pencil brush. And there you have sort of an everyday glow look. You can tone this down a little bit with a more nude lipstick or play it up with a more berry lipstick like I did here. Day 5, we made it. So this is the last look for the 5 days, and I'm going into Tangled Up in You for a transition color with the Real Techniques fluffy blending brush. This is going to be a really great look once fall comes. I really like this palette because the colors work great as a transition into fall and then also once we fully get into fall. Now I'm going to go into Plum Away With Me. This is with a Coastal Scents flat brush, but it is a softer one than the one I've been using in other looks, so it doesn't put down quite as much color, and I'm putting that Plum Away With Me all over my lid and out to the outer edge. Now I'm going to go into Don't Turn a Brown, and I'm just going to do a slight bit of this just to give some definition to the outer portion of my eye on an outer, not really an outer V, but sort of a line, and then into the crease to deepen it up. Back into Plum Away With Me for the lower lash line to really make this sort of a burgundy, smoky eye. And I am doing this a bit thicker than I have before because I want it to be smoky and not just a lower lash line definition. I'm going in to make a mauve for my brow bone highlight. That is the Kat Von D blending brush. And then into Up to No Gold for the inner corner, and this is a Real Techniques brush. It's just a very pointed brush, and there you have a burgundy smoky eye for fall. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed these 5 looks in 5 days. If you like this kind of video where I do 5 looks from the same palette, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And thank you so much for watching today. If you recreate any of these looks, I would love to see pictures. Just post them over on Instagram and tag me. I am at Dishwater Dreams, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.